Buckle down, everyone! The story's about to start.
Is it about the grey birdie? We didn't get to finish it last time.
Nope! Today's story will be about the Woolly Warrior and how she makes her wishes come true. The story begins in a land of boundless imagination known as the Woolly Kingdom. Legend says that deep within the kingdom's castle lies a magical gateway. Whoever passes through it can have any wish come true. To reach this gateway, you must first go over a great many obstacles. Yet, countless adventurers still choose to embark on this journey, for each holds wishes to fulfill. Before setting off on their quests, Fairy Cloudy will ask them,
should you pass through this mythical gateway, you will be granted endless wealth and honor, along with a treasure trove of unforgettable memories. Now, answer me this. What drives you to venture on this risky journey? If you'd ask me, I'd choose wealth. That way, I can buy all the starflakes I can eat.
I'd definitely choose honor. That way I'll be famous, and everyone would shout my name whenever they see me. Wherever.
What about you, brave adventurer? Do you seek riches or fame?
that's something the Woolly Warrior would say. Maybe the two of you can team up and adventure together. See? Everyone's wishes are different, which also makes their journeys unique. And among these people, there's a small adventurer that goes by the name of Woolly Warrior. When asked about her desires, she replies,
I do not seek wealth or honor. Bah!
Fairy Cloudy, greatly puzzled by this reply, goes on to ask,
If you desire neither wealth nor honor, why do you choose to venture to the Gateway of Wishes?
I have but one wish, to be reunited with my family. Fairy Cloudy nods in approval and offers her guidance to the little warrior.
Very well.
Then believe in my tale and close your eyes, little warrior and her companions. When you open your eyes, a brand new adventure shall unfold before you. Once we've completed the story together, your wishes will all be granted. So, does the Woolly Warrior's companion accept this invitation?
Where am I?
Hey, hey! Over here!
Is that Encore? I should go check it out.
You must be new to this place. Are you also searching for the Gateway of Wishes?
Gateway of Wishes? Looks like I'm inside Encore's story somehow.
That's great! How about we team up? I have a wish I want to make too. Since it's your first time here, everything must feel strange to you, huh? This is the Woolly Kingdom, a land filled with lots and lots of woolies. Look, even the clouds are shaped like them. You're in luck. I know this place like the back of my hand. I can be your tour guide. Yippee! Let's go! Fairy Cloudy told me that as long as we walk along this path, we'll get there eventually. Once we're there, I gotta make her tell us where all the treasure is hidden. There has to be more, right? Please don't hurt me! I'm just an ordinary box! Beware! This is where many stories begin. When the story gets longer, so will the paths ahead. We might even come across broken bridges and stuff. Since you're in, look at all these monsters. Let's beat them up. This is Cloudy Fairy. She gets scared pretty easily. But
She's even got all the settings prepared.
So, you're searching for the Gateway of Wishes. All you needed?
yes!
The first relic is the Sword of Courage. Next, the Shield of Faith. This is a tricky one, but so long as... And finally, the Wreath of Hope. A crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Once you've gathered all three relics,
Perfect. Now that we have clues about the relics, Woolly Warrior, all we need to do now is go through this door and we'll... Oh, thank you, Fairy Cloudy.
you're very welcome, dear. If you have...
Oh, shiny! It's gotta be a dragon's treasure. Welcome back from the Woolly Kingdom. Yuppers! It's where all the Woolies, with their help, Encore can even invite friends. But not everyone, though. The Woolly Kingdom won't welcome anyone who thinks the story's a just... You're different. You're one of Encore's best friends and have listened to my stories. So Encore wanted to give you a surprise. I know, right? You and I, Encore really enjoys this story. In it, Woolly Warrior and her companions work their way out of all kinds. Mom said that as long as you believe, the stories will give you strength. And Encore wants to share this warm feeling with you. And maybe because Encore loves to play an adventure with you. It's just that everyone was so busy last. But this time, Encore's here on vacation. Curious if you are, you should join Encore's adventure team. That way, we can go and find out its ending together. Sure, you can be captain. And now, for our first team assignment, let's go find the joys of the story should be shared with everyone. Once we know what the audience thinks, we'll know after all, it's the applause that makes for a curtain call. Okay, let's... Look! That girl by herself over there. Encore wonders... I saw you all by yourself over here. What's your name?
I'm Ying.
Ying. Got it. This is Rover. He's the captain of Team Willy.
Yes. Hello. You're here to ask about my thoughts on the story, right? I actually have something to ask you.
Ask away. Encore will answer anything.
Okay. Is it true that after gathering all 3 relics, you can have your wishes come true?
Yeah, it's what it says in the story.
I'd like you to see this.
Let me see. It's a map on a piece of wood. That looks like a lighthouse. And a giant rock over here. But Encore can't really tell exactly where it is. Whoa, you can tell just from that? Oh, you must have been to every corner of Jinzhou. There, an area on the map is circled out with a sword-shaped sign on it. Wait, could this be a treasure map? That sign must be the Sword of Courage. Uncle remembers that at some point of the story, the woolly warrior will get her hands on a treasure map. This map, where did you find it?
It's from my mom. This map is a promise we made. Mom took me to a play one time. I remember in that play, the adventurers wanted to have their wishes come true. So with the Woolly Fairy's help, they set off to find the legendary relics. Just like in the story you told us. After watching it, I asked Mom all the time if these relics that could make wishes come true were real, and whether we could go look for them. But she was always busy with work as a ranger, so she wasn't home much. Then, one day, Mom gave me this treasure map. She said she got it from the Woolly Fairy, and it's for one of the hidden relics. She told me next time she came back from work, she would go relic hunting with me, and that I wouldn't have to be afraid of anything with her around. She wanted me to think hard about what I'd wish for most once we found all the relics. I thought of a lot of wishes. I wanted to have all the starflakes I could eat. Lots and lots of new toys. But now, I only have one wish. I want to see my mom again. There are so many things I want to tell her. The grown-ups all said that Mom was on a mission somewhere far, far away. But I felt like they were hiding something from me. I knew Mom was never coming home. But I just wanted to see her again. And then I thought of her treasure map. I told Dad about the map, and he just hugged me and didn't say anything. But when I heard your story, I was thinking, if it's all true, then maybe, just maybe...
Then you should join our team. Encore knows that grown-ups always say that kind of thing just to be nice. Most of them are okay, just a little stuffy sometimes. Encore's heard a lot of them before, so Encore can tell what's real and what's not. Like this treasure map? It's 100% real, that's for sure.
You really think so?
Yup, trust me. Since your mom left you this treasure map, then there's more reason we should go look for it. Plus, Rover and I are searching for an ending to the story. Now, the clue to the ending is right in our hands. What do you say, Captain? Let's get this journey started! Team Wooly is ready to roll out. Objective, the 3 relics. I'm not really familiar with Jinzhou. Have you ever been to that place, Ying?
Yeah. Mom would sometimes take me on a field trip there. But she warned me not to go there alone, because TDs might show up.
That's why she said she wanted to go with you. Together.
All right then, it's settled. Let's go. Got no time to waste.
Self-awareness leads to wisdom. Oh. What am I supposed to do with this? Whoa!
Oh.
According to the treasure map, the sword should be around here.
Why are there so many Tic Tac?
They look really angry.
No need to be afraid, Ying. We'll keep you safe. You probably don't know this, but Woolly Warrior once met a huge cat monster 100 times stronger than her. And she was so scared that her legs were trembling.
Really?
That's right. But even so, she stood her ground. Because she had all of her friends behind her, she had to fight. Just like the situation we're in now. You can't let a few small TDs beat you down.
Let's make this quick, Encore. Leave it to me. One with the sounds. Sounds come forth.
You two were incredible.
You betcha! Wait till you see what else we can do. Am I right, Rover? We'll take on anything they chuck at us. Quick! Let's check and see if the sword's around here. It's a bit too high for Ying and me to reach.
I got it. Looks like we just need to place the treasure map on top.
Whoa! There's another puzzle.
Was it not in the story before?
Well, random twists and moments do happen here and there. It's an adventure.
We're so high up. This is even higher than any of the climbing games Mom and I used to play.
Just keep looking ahead and it won't be as scary. It's easy. Here, watch.
So, is this the sword in the story that can slice through anything?
It's the mountain chopping sword of courage.
Huh. The sword's actually made out of wood. And it's missing a small piece too. Look, there's a letter.
What does it say?
My dear little warrior, right now you must be thinking, how could this ordinary wooden sword? Don't feel disappointed just yet. Think all the challenges you faced along the way. The waves under your feet felt so high to you. Yet still, you continued to climb the mountains, every step of the way. And this seemingly ordinary
Is the proof of your...
Yeah, that's what it says in the letter.
Did it also appear in other Woolly stories?
Anything else? Did the letter mention any clues about the next...
It goes on to say, oh, to have your wishes come true, you need not look far, as the shield that symbolizes faith is buried right beneath your very feet, in a land covered in sand. Treasures may lay, or there may be nothing. A land covered.
I know just the place.
Then let's go check it out. Sounds like it'll be it.
Wind, guide me.
We're here! At long last, the brave adventurers reach their second destination. And thus, they start a hunt for the legendary shield. They say only the bravest adventurers can find it, as it puts their will. Yeah. Ying can go left. Encore will go. If anyone finds anything interesting.
Okay.
Cherish every gain. Bingo. There's a letter attached.
Well, did you find the Way to go! I know who.
This should be the shield mentioned in the story.
It's also made of wood.
But look how well made it is! With the sword of courage in one hand, the person who crafted this shield really knew their stuff. Time for clues about the next relic, the Wreath of Hope. Hurry! Ying! What is it?
Okay. Let's see here. Congratulations again to you, my... Although the bulk of your efforts were in vain, you did not give up. If you ever feel lost in the future, what the firm belief in our hearts shall guide us through. Now, I'm sure you're wondering. Bring with you your wishes.
The garden?
The garden of... Oh, I think...
Fantastic! Then that's our next...
This is it.
This place, feels empty. There's nothing here.
It is now. But it used to be. This is my mom's garden. She used to love before she left. She asked me to help look after it. I watered them every day. But these flowers only bloom for a short time. Dad told me, don't be sad. I understood that. But I miss her so much. Now I see this shield, and here, oh, thank you. Actually, When I saw Dad looking sad, might have left this treasure map to play. Maybe it is like what the grown-ups say, and I may never get to see her again. But Mom must have wanted to give me a surprise. I am happy, because I'll definitely find a nice place to keep this sword. I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you.
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet. And you're well, okay then. Let's call it a day right here. There's some stuff I need. I remember you asked me about. Even though we finished finding the relics, Team Woolly's. There's still plenty of stories to tell. How about you come to Encore Story Session
Tomorrow? You mean right?
Yeah. If you want to find out what happens to Team Woolly, come over and listen. Yup! See you tomorrow, Ying. Do you think this is a good ending to the story? After all, Ying got the... If this was a story, it would end something like this. In the end, the little warrior... but Encore still filled in this ending. She didn't even make it to the... Just like in the story of the wool... What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end? If it comes true, then she should be... After such a wonderful and interesting adventure, she must have... But actually, there is no... Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map? Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the... All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a... Ha! I knew straight away that the treasure map, but it was a gift left to her. Wanna guess how I found out? Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story, because that play was a gift from my mom. Now time for a story from Uncle. In this story, there are no exciting adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother, playing as the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in her theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up, bringing the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real, and the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains and seas. But it's really so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf. The Woolly Warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could be anywhere. Her mom recorded all the Woolly Warrior's adventures, so the Woolly Kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities. But the little girl's mom got sicker. At the last show, just before the Woolly Warrior got the wreath of hope, the show ended, but But there was no encore. Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come at the time. I thought that if I stayed a good girl, but her illness got worse. Encore didn't know what to do anymore. Mom just asked me to sit by her bed, so I told her about Warrior Cosmos, Fairy Cloudy. It was right around that time when Mom told me they're a part of life. And after she left, Encore had to become the woolly, whether it was in the orphanage or at the Black Shores. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventure later on. Encore wanted to continue riding the woolly war. Now she has her own friends. Friends that she can adventure together, because finding that is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mother. That's why. Yeah, she said she had just like me. There's so much. Our time with Ying reminded me of. Even though Woolly Warrior's story, will Ying's be any different? In the end, Ying said the adventure is over. She said she was happy and satisfied with that. She looked real. Encore knows how it feels. Just like how it used to be. My stories were the only things that could. It was Mom who made me understand. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came, and it's why Encore told Ying that this story deserves a better ending. Rover.
Agreed.
But what should we do?
Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back.
I mean, the Gateway of Wishes does in the story?
I remember Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you also mentioned that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? This means the final stage of the story should be set.
Encore sees what Encore could invite you and Ying into the Woolly Kingdom and go on a But the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly. Only those who believe in the king. We should make a wreath for her and let her know Encore remembers it when something like this. The wreath is a how are we gonna make it? You mean Verena? That's right! Let's see if she has any ideas.